Oh, it's combat masteries. You have to earn them, though. That's interesting. Oh, man, I like this putting points in. Yeah, the whole tree's there, though, but I can't watch the video yet. But can you actually mix and match them and change them, or do you have to lock something in? Oh, shit, they've got passives. Hold up. Yeah, let me complete the raid. 10 points between 3 styles, totaling 18 points. Yeah, but does that mean I could put 10 into one style, max it, and then 3 in another, and then take them all out and put 10 in another? Hold on, let me watch the video. I'll finish the raid. Because it looks like, when I glanced at the video, it looked like it took some out. All right, fellas, let's have a gander. Here we go. Image for ants, I'm not gonna lie. Right, earn combat mastery points by completing the assigned tasks. Kill a moss giant, okay. Spend combat mastery points to unlock powerful style-focused abilities. I see a one-tip blow pipe. Each ability requires the previous tier of that style to be unlocked. That's fine. Unlock passive buffs. Oh, I can't even read that shit. 95% chance to save charge. Oh, unlock passive buffs as you reach each tier for the first time, applying to all combat styles. Hell yeah. Passive at 95% chance to save charges, ammunition, and runes. Healing from all sources increased by 20. Accurate. Oh, that makes Varlamore's thing a bit worse, but it would stack probably. Accuracy with all styles by 100. Damage taken reduced by 15%. Not too bad. Earn up to a total of 10. Yeah, so this is 10. That's 10, but this is the point, right? If I do that, it looks roughly what I'll do is that. But can I take them all out or not? Are they refundable? Because they are just showing combinations. I don't think they're refundable. Okay, I'm kind of happy they're not refundable because that would make the league so easy to play because you just glass everything into certain shit and all that stuff. But oh, here we go. Brotherman Bills. Holy shit. Unlock combat mastery tasks by completing the following tasks. Defeat a giant. Defeat 10 monsters with a combat level of 100. Defeat Scurious by yourself. Defeat a monster with a slayer requirement of 55. Defeat Jad in the fight case. Reach a combat of 100. These are well easy. Is it just me or are these fairly piss easy? Right. Your chance to generate a melee echo increases to 20% and your echoes can generate additional echoes. What the hell is a melee echo, bro? Melee attack rate set to 50% down, rounded down above 50. Yeah, so nice. Tier 5 is what I definitely want. Is there only 6 tiers? Hold on, let me get this on now. Never miss with range. Oh, passive. Attacks with all styles now have 60% prayer penetration. Hold on, that's out of the way. Holy shit. Okay, these are pretty crazy. Defeating Zook. You can go 5-5. Yeah, that's the point. This is why I was there. Like, if I go Taranwin, I want to have multiple styles. So for me, melee hits have a 25% chance to roll damage twice and take the highest result. When you roll above 90% of your max hit with magic, damage is increased by 50%. So the tier 3 is all the same. What your chance to generate a melee echo? What does that mean? Up to 8 times in a row to generate a melee echo. Does anyone know what that means? Read tier 2. Okay. Melee hits have a 10% chance to generate an echo hit. Okay. Additional melee hit, 50% max hit, respects accuracy, PVM only. Oh, so this is tier 2 doubled, right? Okay. The good thing about that is you'll kind of be able to work out how good that is and decide if tier 6 is worth it. Tier 5 is mandatory. You can go tier 5 in 2 styles as well. That's sick. So I know what I'm doing. I'm going tier 5 in melee for sure. And then I can mix around with these. I'll decide on tier 6. Pretty hard to decide the other ones, though. Ranged attack set rate to 80%. And I might not need this with Mauritania. If the Carol's bow is like best in slot kind of thing with the gloves, I might not need that. I definitely don't give a shit about this. That's really good as well. But I could get 2 tier 5s. But I don't know how good that would really be. But I could honestly run tier 5 melee. Tier 5 range would probably be pretty solid. I do need to see the tier 6 though, because I do plan to do melee the most, and I therefore think this is probably going to be one of the most important ones to go for, which unfortunately makes you miss that one. Set to 80% rounding down. Does that make a 3-tick T-bow or a 2-tick? 80% of a 5-tick would be 4, so that just saves 1 game tick on a T-bow. Depends if you need the tier 6 passive on a combat style. Yeah, the passive's really good. Attacks with all styles now have 60% prayer penetration. I don't think that means much, to be honest. Yeah, the Scythe's 3 melee hits. Tier 6 melee, 8 echoes on Darrock. These are piss easy to defeat Zook. Yeah, but Zook in a league is very, very simple to an extent. But yeah, I guess they put that one last to be the most difficult, I guess. But then the echo bosses, we'll have to see how hard they are. So if you go Varlamore and you can't beat your echo boss, you're in the bin. These are really easy to do, though. You can kill a hill giant in 5 seconds to unlock a combat style. Now, in my regions, can I sack magic off completely? Varlamore, sorry, Tyranwin, Mauritania, Fremennik. Dagon of Prime. The Grumbler I can probably range only. Leviathan range. I don't think I have any melee really, do I? Zulrah and CG. Zulrah I can range only. CG I would lose something. 2-tick Shadow, 2-tick Scythe with both tier 5. Tier 3 range relics or 1-tick Blowpipe. Yeah, this is a tough choice, but I think as of right now, tier 5's the most important. But how powerful is tier 6? Because if I already have tier 2, I do already have this. But then if my melee hits get a 20% chance and I've got a Scythe, I'm hitting 3 times. And I can get 8 times in a row on that. That's why the Scythe is there. As far as aware, if I want to really glass my melee, I go this. But then I lose my 2-tick in another style if I want to go for it. Everything else is kind of shit. If I went for tier 6, it would probably end up being this, which is a 4-tick T-bow. And then this, which is the only one I can do when I roll above 90% of magic damage. You'll only get 1-tick Blowpipe without tier 5 range. Yeah, I get Blowpipe, but I'm more thinking Twisted Bow. But yeah, maybe the T-bow's not that important. The Shadow, as far as I'm aware, I don't think I'm shadowing anything. Dagon of Kings and Echo Dagonovs are the only thing I'm going to have magic for, I think. Because I can do the Grumbler without, and obviously I'll have crazy high accuracy, so I don't think with passive 3, I don't think I need magic for the Grumbler at all. Yeah, melee tier 6 with a Scythe might be utterly insane. But the really, really, really difficult choice, we have is if you get any tier 6, you don't get another 2-tick. You can have 2 tier 5s that gives you 2-tick and 2 styles, or you can have a tier 6 and then you have to mix and match the rest because the tier 4s aren't the greatest. The 80%, oh man, it's pretty hard actually. It's very well balanced. That's the tough part. If I could go tier 6 here, like if I could do tier 6 here and then 2-tick another, I'd just do that straight up, done and dusted. They've given us 10 for a reason. It's a tough choice. What is this? Max hit with magic is increased by 1% for every 100 hit points remaining on the target. On a successful magic hit, if your target has less hit points than your max hit, you max hit. That's pretty cool. It's like the opposite of Berserker, isn't it? Tier 5 Mage. Tier 5 Mage is... These are all the same. All the Tier 5s are the same. All the Tier 3s are the same. What Tier 3 does is take 5-tick weapons to 4-tick, or 4-tick to 3-tick, etc. What Tier 5 does is take 5-tick to 2-tick, 4-tick to 2-tick. So if you're going any region... I feel like if you're going melee build, but you're not going to any raid region, you can literally sack these off. You can sack off Tier 5 and Tier 6. Because you'll already... Oh, no, because it'll still be 2-tick, won't it? You do need it. Damn, bro. You can maybe sack this off without a Scythe, though. I think that's a very Scythe-heavy thing. So I will now... The best way for me to actually decide on that is work out where do I use the Scythe and where do I not use the Scythe. My second best melee weapon will be Rapier or Blade of Sailed or a Soul Reaper Axe or some shit. But if I'm using the Scythe, I would use that on many things. But... if there's certain things I wouldn't, then I can sack that off. Now, TOB would be amazing with that. So if I'm doing TOB, that would be very good. But then I've got this one as well. Ah, man. What other grinds do I have? I have the dart. I have the... Okay, let's go. Nightmare. I have Nightmare. I've got the Grotesque Guardian melee. I've got the Duke. I have Dagon of Supreme. I have Vorkath, if I can work out how to do it. And then I've got... Tyranwin has nothing. That's the downside. Tyranwin has nothing. This would destroy so much shit. But is it overkill? Is it better for me to go this and then run Tyranwin as well? I don't know. It's a pretty tough choice. Magic is disgustingly good. I've not really read them, actually. So let me get the music off. When you roll above 90% of your max hit with magic, damage is increased by 50%. Okay. Let's just call that 50% more damage, simply put. Magic max hits increased by 5% per tick in between your attacks. Doesn't that mean you can just attack something? AFK. Wait, does that mean I attack something, then I change gear, and then go back after like 8 game ticks or something? So you can actually use that as a hybrid relic. So you would attack with magic, and then every tick between the two magic attacks, could I do something in between to 40%, then do it again? Because that means if you were to use magic, you would use a style A, and then you'd have to do something else, and then you go back to style A. Well, magic again, style A, and you get 40% more damage. Rather than camping mage, which sounds a bit annoying. 10% damage dealt, that's fine. Melee hits have a 5% chance to heal 40% of the damage dealt. How much is that? Is that a Blood Fury? Blood Fury is like 8% to heal a quarter or something, I think. Max hit with magic is increased by 1% for every 100 hit points remaining on target. Is that, to me, like a little shit? That, to me, comes off as 10% more on something with 1,000 health. And it goes down. 10% max hit's going to be like, it'll be a fair amount, but... What's a melee echo? A melee echo is tier 2. Tier 2 is a melee echo. 6 melee, 4 range for 1 tip blowpipe. All 3 tier 6s are worthless? I don't think so. I think the tier 6 melee is insane. The tier 6 range is insane. And the tier 6 magic seems a bit in all honesty. I don't think it's that good, but I might be wrong. I'm just blabbing. So. Wait, tier 6 melee is 12.5% extra damage only? With the scythe, is that? How much damage is that, though? That's literally almost the Tyranwin blessing. But I guess that's only on scythe things, and anything that's not scythe is shit automatically, correct? Unless you've calculated the scythe or whatever. Because I'm thinking that it's literally got a picture of a scythe. So I think if it does... Basically, I'm thinking the Feral Fighter from League's Deadman mode, Apocalypse or whatever, if you hit with that, you had a 20% chance to proc something, or 10%, and it would proc over and over and over and over again. But if we go back, it has a 10% chance to generate an echo hit, which is 50% of max hit. So if it's rolling on my scythe shit hit, it's only going to hit 50% of the scythe shit hit. Echo blowpipe. I'm leaning towards tier 5 melee for definite, and then maybe just tier 5 range and ignore magic completely. I honestly think the tier 6. So if I whip out... Sorry, I'm chomping at the same time. If I whip out... What am I killing in my regions? Let's go back. In my regions, if I have an ultra-cracked scythe, I am killing... In Mistfallin, I've got everything in the Inferno. I've got some stuff in the Fight Caves, but they're irrelevant. Karamja has nothing else as far as I'm aware. Mistfallin's got Sire. That would work. It's got... The Leviathan, Scorius, I don't know what else is in Mistfallin, if I'm honest. In my regions, in Fremennik, I've got Vorkath, 750 HP Vorkath, wouldn't mind cracking that up. Leviathan is Mistfallin, yeah, you don't need Desert for DT2 buses. Husky just confirmed you can't turn off the lifesteal, GG Darox. Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. I'll be honest, I don't care for Dark. You need Desert for Temple of the Eye? Oh. Okay, I'm not 100% sure. I just know they took DT2 out, so. What's Vorkath good for in the leagues? Vorkath, if you go Fremennik, Vorkath is the boss you kill the most. The most. You have to kill it for Visage, Wyvern Visage, and the other thing. And also, it'll get you the bones for 50 mil prayer, maybe. Any creature basically below... Honestly, if you didn't TM me, who cares about 2's Ticket of a South? I'm thinking, right, I think, for me... My most grinded combat is going to be Echo Gargoyles, Echo Dagon of Kings, Theatre of Blood, Nightmare, and Vorkath. Those 5 are going to be by far my most grinded. And the Scythe works on all 5. Minus, obviously, the Gargoyle that's weak to range, and the Supreme and the Prime. So I think, for me and how I want to play, I think tier 6 melee is probably a play. But... I don't know if tier 5 range and tier 5 melee is just better. I don't know if you need the... you need the tier 6 passive. 60% prayer penetration. I honestly don't give a shit about prayer penetration. Even if Echo bosses have prayer, I'll hit them with the style they're not praying. Other than that, I think if I'm going to say, right, the easiest way for me to solve this is if I lock in the tier 6 melee... What do my other 4 points go on? As far as I'm aware, I think range is better than mage in my regions. Or is it? Is it? Shit. I think mage might be better, actually. 631. I was thinking 631. I don't care for this. I don't care for that at all. 631 is honestly where I'm leaning. But I also don't know if I should do 6. And then maybe 3 on mage and 1 in range. 505 might be stronger. Does anyone know if you can kill the Grumbler with just magic? 660 seems OP. Yeah, so does your mathematics, mate. Really sorry to say, bro. Without doing much math, I think, honestly, 6 in melee, 3 in range, and 1 in magic is probably good for me. But I don't know if having a magic be better, because my mage grinds are, if I can't do Leviathan, my mage grinds are Taranwin, Zulrah. No, I should do range. I should definitely do range, because I'm going Mauritania, and the Echo Gargoyle is probably going to be weak to range and melee. And my mage will be trash for that Echo boss. I don't know how much I'm going to farm that boss, though, to be honest. I think 631 done and dusted. Yeah, that's something I need to do. Oh, no, never mind. Mage will be good with Harmonized Orb. I think Harmonized Orb might be shit, because I don't know how the full Arims with the Echo thing will be. Oh, man. Where's prep penetration needed? Prep penetration is not needed. And wait a minute. What is the Grumbler pray? No, it's shitty like Soul Split. It's not going to work there, is it? Damn it. I'm guessing it's just Echo bosses, but there's nothing that prays, so that's a pile of shit, I think. If an Echo boss prays, I'm just hoping that I can hit it with the off style. Tormented Demons. 2-tick Carol's Bow early game. Yeah, like... if I have a 2-tick Carol's Bow... If I have a 2-tick Carol's Bow, is range just useless? I don't know what's better. A 3-tick bow for a 2-tick Carol's Bow. Maybe even a 1-tick Carol's Bow. Shit, would the Carol's Bow be 1 game tick? I don't know if it works that way, because the Carol's Bow is actually a 4 game tick weapon. It's only 3 on rapid, and I think it normally takes the accurate. So the Carol's Bow, I think, goes down to 3. Maybe 2 with the thing, but then 1 if I have that. Oh, it's honestly hard. Jagex know for a fact if they gave us 11, it'd be so easy to do this shit. Oh, it pisses me off, mate. They've done it on purpose. Am I 100% Briff? I'm 100% Taranwin now, yes. I will be Taranwin, Feminic, Mauritania. And I have so much bosses to scythe in that I think I would like to go with a crazy-ass scythe. Although that's going to rinse my blood runes to Narnia. But I guess if I have Banker's Note, I can runecraft them really fast. I reckon that's the least of my problems, in all honesty. Oh, shit. 95% chance to save weapon charges? Yeah, never mind. We're good. We're good. Prayer penetration at the gauntlet would be pretty nice, but that would be also a skill issue, in my opinion. So this magic one, I'm not going for it, but this is not Berserker, correct? This is basically Berserker if the monster's already dead. Berserker would max hit on monsters if you initiate the fight. This is a monster's lower than your max hit. Let's say that's 110. It just instantly kills the monster every time. So almost every monster in the game, you could just go pop, 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 pop to. The only downside to that is projectile speed goes against you this time. If you're hitting a monster with 200 health, and you hit high enough that's your max hit, your second attack won't roll the insta-kill. It'll have to wait until its health goes down, then it rolls the insta-kill. Because, again, you have to wait for it to register. It's a worse Berserker, in my opinion. Berserker was absolutely, utterly broken, though, I'm going to be honest. Berserker was utterly just disgusting. Your echoes can generate additional echoes. Bro, so if I scythe 3... proc all 3, and then they proc again, I get 9 hits? I have to do it, mate. I'm going Mori, I'm getting a scythe. I have to run tier 6, bro. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. I just have to put thought into my region of what I kill without melee, and that is the Grumbler, the Corrupted Gauntlet, and Zulrah. And I think range only for those 3 is completely fine. So I think I should sack melee up, but I should go... sorry, mage. I should go 631. 631 sounds the coziest to me, in my opinion. I like that. 3 hits that echo up to 8 times in a row, 24 hits every 2 ticks. Probably something ridiculous like that. I feel like, I will say it, I'm not going mage build, so I don't know if I'm biased here. I've not put calculations in. The mage tier 6 seems like a worse version of Berserker. You're going to be overkilling so much shit anyway that the execute isn't going to work on most things. It only is good on monsters below your max hit. If your max hit's 110, let's just say hypothetically. Oh, you also don't need to be on 1 HP for Berserker to work. If your max hit is like 110, then you can just literally pop Necreals 105 and just go bam, 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 bam. It'll be great for Slayer. It'll be great for low-level monsters. It'll suck for bossing. Will it suck for bossing? Max hit of magic's increased by 1% for every 100 hit points remaining on the target, up to 10%. So basically, let's just say you've got 10% more damage at the beginning of a fight, and then you have infinite damage at the end kind of thing. Probably better for barrage. It would be really good in like the wilderness region, I think. Yeah, you have to also think you can get all the mega rares in the game. What made you pick T over Velian? I said if the combat masteries come out and I can have Tribrid, I would like to run surround them. You don't need vials of blood for the scythe in any region as far as I'm aware.